The income bucket for November delivered an annualized yield of 13.94%. That's the headline. How did we get there? Well, this is Jacob Milliken, owner of 9M Investments, and today I'm going to walk through the four main pillars of how we provide income for my clients, starting with private real estate. So one of the main reasons why I have private real estate in this bucket is it is a very reliable income source. These strategies focus on areas that have durable demand, rental housing, industrial warehouses, and data centers. All each have their own tailwinds for different reasons of why they continue to be strong factors within the real estate world. Why we use it, steady, predictable cash flow, less volatility than public REITs. And then the rental income is a big piece of this. That the yield part of it is a huge advantage. Stepping into private credit, the other core of our strategy, um, is loans to companies. Where the banking industry used to really kind of have a hold on these and keep them under wraps. This is now out into the private equity world, and they have taken advantage. And so we use these funds because they typically have higher yields than traditional bonds, secured lending backed by actually company assets. So if one of these companies were to quit making payments or go under, Europe, the debt ladder, so you have more access to get paid higher, or paid back higher typically. And then less the day-to-day volatility. That's the big part of why you want to have private assets, or why I have private assets in the income bucket, is for that volatility. Having private real estate, private credit, help keeps the volatility in that side of the portfolio minimal or lower than the market. Other part of our sleeve here, the ETFs, these are all public. Anybody can go buy these, but QQI, CI, or CAIE, CAIQ, and PCMM all provide different things within this portfolio. QQI is a option call strategy that is used to generate income. Currently right about 14%, so very, very high yield there. PCMM is Blonde Box Fund, fairly new fund. Another option within the private credit world, typically holds or currently holds about 75 positions across many different managers. The big part of this versus the private credit that we have above is some liquidity. Even within all the private credit and private real estate, we have monthly liquidity. This is an ETF. We can get in and out in a daytime. So, and then the last two are from Calmos, new funds for this year, auto-callable funds, just like some of the structured income notes that I use in the other parts of the portfolio. These are ETF versions that have come out. One of the nice things about these is they do have some tax advantages inside of individual accounts. So it is considered a return of capital, the dividends. CAIE's dividend has been hovering around 14%. Again, a very, very strong dividend. CAIQ actually has just come out and won't pay its first dividend until January of 2026. And then the last part of our income portfolio is structured income notes. This is a big piece of what we do and manage for our clients. And depending on the client, it kind of depends on how this is structured within their portfolios. But kind of highlight what's going on in this world within November. Within these notes, they have maturities, they can get called, so there is a more active component to this. In November, we had three different notes called from banks like BBVA and BOA. We added one new note from in November from BOA, Bank of America. It was a 5-year note, or 5-year, 6-month note. 6-month no call feature yielding 15.5%. So very strong yields that we added from this month. Overall, we hold about $3.2 million in structured notes across 53 different notes. So very diversified from a bank holding standpoint, but then also diversified is there's multiple different types of strategies within this as well. So a good way to make sure that we're diversified even though within this note structure. So kind of closing this out, again, the three main pillars that we hold within the income bucket, private real estate, private credit, ETFs focused on income, structured income notes. We do have some individual bonds, individual international bonds as well, but not enough to really kind of make a comment on it that's at this point. So if you have any questions on this, feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to go through how we help our clients and how we help generate, again, that 13.94% for November. So have a great day.